If you're trying to create process diagrams or workflows that you want to visualize, this is a really easy way. Give ChatGPT some nice structure with the process that you want to visualize. Ask it to use Mermaid. It'll write the code. You can preview it and leverage it in any of your existing tools, and you've got a great solution to move forward with. In this video, I want to walk through using a tool like Mermaid, which is a JavaScript-based diagramming tool, which means you can actually create diagrams with code. Now, that may sound like it's going to be very technical, but when you combine that with ChatGPT, you can actually just communicate with ChatGPT on the type of diagrams you want to create, and it writes the code for you. And then if you're using tools like Lucid or Miro, you can actually go in, copy and paste that code directly from ChatGPT and have a wonderful diagram already embedded in the tools that you're already using. The first thing we're going to do is ask ChatGPT to create a simple process outline. And I've just asked it to say, do a 5-step client onboarding process without any details. This is just going to give us a nice foundation to work with. Once we have that, we can then ask it to simply create the Mermaid chart for this. So it's going to go through and create a nice simple diagram. Now that doesn't look like much, but we can actually go in here, copy this, use the live editor in Mermaid, and just make sure there's no errors. So we can paste this, it'll update it, and now we can pan and zoom around, and we can see it automatically created this chart just from that outline without any headache. If we were to go into Lucid here, we can paste this, update it, and now we have the exact same chart inside of Lucid that works exactly as it should. There is one downside with these is that you can't go in and start editing this. You would have to edit the code. Same thing with Miro. We can create a new Mermaid diagram, copy and paste the code, add it to the board, and suddenly we have a perfect diagram all built for us. But now, because we can't edit this, what would we do? Well, if we wanted this to look a little bit differently, we could come in here and just ask ChatGPT to say, I like this, but can you make it look more like a timeline and still make it work in Lucid or Miro? So it'll produce this code. We can copy that code. We can double check it in the live editor and go, okay, that actually looks pretty cool. So then if we're using Lucid, we would just go in and update it. And the same thing, if we're using Miro here, we can come in here. This works nice and easy to provide us a nice visual that we didn't have to spend any time designing. Both of them look very, very similar because it's all powered by the code, which again, if you wanted to make additional updates, you would just keep chatting with ChatGPT to create the updates you would need to design the diagrams that you would want, however you would want them to show. And then it's very easy, whether it's from Lucid or Miro. Miro makes it extremely easy. You could just come in here and copy as image, and now it's in your board, and you would be able to go through and paste this image wherever you would need.